Picture this: England in the early 17th century, a nation on the edge of a precipice. It's a time of growing tension and political turmoil. At the heart of this unrest is the strained relationship between King Charles I and Parliament. They're at odds over matters of taxation and religious freedoms, two issues that strike at the very heart of England's governance. The Parliament, frustrated with the King's persistent attempts to raise taxes without their approval, is pushing back. Moreover, the King's apparent favoritism towards certain religious practices is causing a significant stir. Numerous attempts to reach an agreement are made, but to no avail. The tension only escalates, reaching a boiling point in 1642 when King Charles raises his royal standard in Nottingham. This act, a traditional declaration of war, ignites the spark that sets England ablaze with conflict. And with that, the stage was set for a conflict that would change the course of English history. The royal standard raised, England found itself divided, its people torn between loyalty to the crown and the call for greater parliamentary powers. The early stages of the English Civil War were a chaotic ballet of shifting allegiances and fierce battles. Two of these key clashes were the Battle of Edgehill and the Battle of Marston Moor. Edgehill, the war's first pitched battle, saw both sides claiming victory, but it was Marston Moor that truly shook the foundations of Royalist confidence, giving parliamentarians a decisive victory in the north. Amidst this turmoil, the parliamentarians made a strategic move that would significantly alter the course of the conflict. They formed the New Model Army, a force organized not by noble lineage, but by merit and dedication to the cause. This was a turning point, a moment that signified a shift in power dynamics. With the New Model Army, the tide began to turn in favor of the parliamentarians. The New Model Army, a force to be reckoned with, spearheaded the parliamentarians' fight for supremacy. Their collective strength was undeniable, and in 1646 they successfully captured Charles I, the monarch they'd been battling against. But Charles, ever the cunning king, managed to escape captivity, only to be recaptured once again. This sparked the Second Civil War, a brutal and bloody conflict that ended almost as swiftly as it had begun. The real turning point, however, came when Charles was put on trial. The verdict, guilty; the sentence, execution. In January of 1649, Charles I, King of England, Scotland, and Ireland, was beheaded. His death was more than the end of a man. It symbolized the downfall of a monarchy that had reigned for centuries. The execution of Charles I sent shockwaves through the nation, marking the end of a monarchy that had ruled for centuries. With Charles I gone, England was a republic, a land without a king. In this newly formed republic, the reins of power were taken by Oliver Cromwell, who ruled as Lord Protector during a period known as the Interregnum. However, this was not a lasting state of affairs. In 1660, the monarchy was restored, and Charles II ascended the throne, marking the beginning of the Restoration era. Let's take a moment to revisit the significant points of this turbulent period. The English Civil War was ignited by the tension between Charles I and the Parliament, a conflict over the governance of England. This tension led to the formation of the New Model Army, a force that played a pivotal role in the overthrow of the monarchy. The execution of Charles I marked a shocking moment in history, as regicide was a concept unfathomable to many. The English Civil War, a chapter of English history marked by revolution, regicide, and the temporary end of monarchy, forever shaped the balance of power in England.